The deepest truths are not always said out loud. They are felt. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself why a man can hear "I love you" many times and still slowly pull away? It is because those words can matter, yes, but they are not always the main thing. Sometimes they are only the spark. What truly stays with him is the feeling behind them. So before we go further, stay with me, because this is where everything starts to shift. I am not talking about tricks. I am not talking about acting. I am talking about the kind of presence a man remembers long after the room is empty. Picture this: you walk into a room in the same outfit with the same face, the same smile, yet something is different. You are not looking around to see if he noticed you. You already know your value. You sit near him, calm and steady, and without trying too hard, your energy fills the space. He feels it. That is not luck. That is not performance. That is depth. Real attraction is not about being the loudest woman in the room. It is about being the one he feels in his chest. Men do not only hear words, they read energy. They remember how you touched his arm like he mattered. They remember how your laughter made the moment feel light. They remember how you walked away with quiet confidence instead of fear. That kind of woman does not beg to be remembered. She simply is. And once that feeling gets into him, it stays. So if you are ready for this, really ready, keep listening, because the next part goes deeper and it may change the way you see love completely. Imagine you are sitting across from him at dinner in that warm place you both like, soft music playing, lights low, everything around you gentle and slow. He starts telling you something real, something from his day, maybe something he does not often say. Then your phone lights up. You look down for 1 second, just one. The message is not important, but the moment is. When you look back up, he is still talking, but something small has changed. His voice is still calm, yet the shine in his eyes is less bright. He felt you leave the moment, even if only for a second. He may never bring it up, but part of him remembers it. This is why real love is not built only with big promises. It is built in the quiet moments when your full attention says, "You matter right now." And if you think he will not notice, listen carefully. He may not always say it, but he feels it. A woman who is fully present changes the whole mood of the room. She does not chase attention. She becomes unforgettable because she gives something rare. In a world full of noise, full of screens, full of half-listening and tired minds, real presence feels almost holy. He may forget texts, he may forget little details, but he will remember how you looked at him like nothing else in the world was pulling you away. That kind of attention settles in his heart. It tells him he is safe with you. It tells him he can open more. So when you are with him, arrive fully. Let your mind be there. Let your body be there. Let your energy say, "I am here." That alone can do more than 100 perfect lines. And trust me, what comes next matters even more, because presence opens the door, but touch is what often makes love feel real. Now picture him coming home after a long day, carrying stress he may never put into words. He is quiet, tired, maybe even a little far away. You step toward him and hold him, not with a quick distracted hug, not with one hand while your thoughts run somewhere else, but with a real embrace. Both arms, full heart. You stay there for 7 slow seconds. You breathe. He breathes. And something in him begins to soften. That is the power of touch when it is done with care. Men do not always ask for comfort, but they need it more than they say. A slow touch can tell him, "You are safe here." You do not have to carry everything alone. And that message goes deeper than speech. The same is true in small acts of care. Think of a normal evening, nothing fancy. He walks in and the kitchen smells like his favorite meal, or even something simple you made because you knew it would bring him peace. It is not about being perfect. It is not about playing a role. It is about showing him through action that you notice what comforts him. Food is never only food. It becomes memory. It becomes warmth. It becomes proof that someone thought of him when the world was moving fast. Even if it is leftovers, warmed, with care, even if the recipe is messy. What he feels is not the meal alone. He feels the love under it. He feels the effort. He feels the meaning. And when a man feels remembered in those quiet ways, something inside him relaxes. He may not give a speech about it. He may not even know how to explain it, but he knows how it felt. He knows that with you, ordinary moments can feel like home. Stay with me, because the next shift is not about his needs. It is about your energy, your confidence, and the way a woman becomes radiant again without asking anyone for permission. There are days when life is heavy and you live in comfortable clothes, hair tied up, doing what you need to do just to get through the week. That is real life. But then there are moments when you decide to change the mood. You put on the dress that makes you feel alive. You fix your hair a little. You walk into the room carrying a different energy, and suddenly he looks at you like he's seeing you again. It is not really about the dress. It is about what your energy says through it. It says, I still feel alive. I still remember my light. And that matters, not because you are trying to keep him interested through appearance alone, but because confidence has a language of its own. Men respond to beauty, yes, but more than that, they respond to aliveness. They feel when a woman has not abandoned herself. The same is true in how you care for your body and your peace. When you choose health, rest, balance, movement, calm, you are not only doing it for some image in the mirror, you are saying, I want to be here. I want to live this life fully. I want more years, more laughter, more mornings, more memories. That devotion to your well-being becomes part of how you love. And even if he never says it directly, he sees it. He sees your consistency. He sees that your love is not only emotional talk, it has roots, it has discipline, it has future inside it. A woman who cares for herself with intention feels strong in a way that no speech can fake. She becomes steady, clear, warm, and that kind of steadiness is deeply attractive. So do not think of it as dressing up for him or taking care of yourself to be approved. Think of it as returning to yourself. Because when you return to yourself, you bring more life into the relationship too. And in the next part, we go even deeper, because sometimes the words that change a man most are not dramatic at all. They are small, honest, and timed perfectly. Inside many strong men is a quiet question they rarely say out loud. Am I enough? Do you see what I do? Does any of this matter? And no, you do not heal that by worshipping him or flattering him with empty praise. You soothe it by noticing him for real. Imagine him doing small things around the house, locking the door, carrying something heavy, fixing what is broken, handling problems without making noise about it. Then you say something simple, warm, and true. I love how you take care of things. Or, I noticed you did that without being asked. Or, I felt safe because of what you did. Those words land because they are specific. They are real. They tell him he is not invisible. He is seen. And that kind of being seen gives a man room to grow. It does not make him proud in a shallow way. It touches something older and softer inside him. At the same time, real love also knows when to give space. Picture him on the couch, lost in a game, a show, a quiet mood, or just needing an hour to reset. Instead of turning that into tension, you smile and let him have his breath. No panic, no heavy meaning, no silent punishment, just trust. A secure woman does not crumble when a man needs a little space. She understands that space can protect connection when it is given with peace. In fact, a man often comes back more open when he feels he was free to breathe. You do not lose love by allowing room. You often deepen it, because when he knows he can be himself around you without constant pressure, he feels lighter with you, safer with you, more drawn to you. This part matters, so do not miss it. Being unforgettable is not about holding on tighter. Sometimes it is about relaxing your grip and letting trust do what control never could. And then there is intimacy, the kind that is too often rushed in a world where everything moves fast. Fast messages, fast meals, fast kisses, fast nights. But the moments a man remembers most are usually not the fastest ones. They are the slow ones. The ones where he feels your full presence, your patience, your intention. Imagine he has had a hard day and you reach for him, but instead of turning it into a race, you slow everything down. Your touch is gentle. Your breathing is calm. You're not trying to get somewhere. You are letting the moment become something real. That changes everything. When intimacy is not rushed, it stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like home. He does not just react to your body. He responds to your care. He softens. He lets go. He feels chosen without being demanded from. And that feeling can stay with him for a very long time. Sometimes the most powerful intimacy is quiet. A hand on his chest, fingers in his hair, a long kiss that asks for nothing, a pause that tells him, you do not need to perform here, you can simply be. That is where deep connection lives, not only in heat, but in tenderness, not only in desire, but in emotional safety. If he is used to rushing, your calm can guide the moment somewhere deeper. Your softness can teach him another way to be loved. He may not have words for it, but he will feel the difference. He will remember the way your touch made him feel accepted, not tested, wanted, not used, held, not hurried. And that is why the strongest love rarely needs to shout. It moves low and deep. It settles into memory. It becomes something he carries long after the moment ends. And now we come to the real center of all this, the truth running through every part we have talked about. In the end, this is not about doing more and more until someone stays. It is not about trying to earn devotion by being perfect, pretty, useful, available, and endlessly giving. It is about bringing intention into what already matters, into your gaze, into your words, into your touch, into your care, into your silence. A man may hear "I love you" from many places and forget most of it, but he will not forget the woman who made him feel calm in a loud world. The woman who looked beyond his walls without trying to tear them down by force. The woman who noticed small things, who gave warmth without losing herself, who brought confidence into the room instead of fear, who let him breathe, who touched him with meaning, who cared in ways that felt real, not rehearsed. That is what stays. That is what echoes. So if you have been wondering how to become unforgettable, stop thinking in terms of lines to say and start thinking in terms of energy to carry. Love is not only a sentence, it is a way of showing up. It is the way you stay present when he speaks, the way you hold him when he is tired, the way you remember what comforts him, the way you return to your own light, the way you honor your health, your peace, your own worth, the way you appreciate him without chasing, the way you trust space without fear, the way you slow down enough for intimacy to become truth. That is the deeper language. That is what lasts. And if this spoke to you, hold on to it, because this is the kind of shift people feel before they can explain it. Keep this close. Read it again if you need to. Let it settle in. Because once you understand this, you stop asking how to make him hear your love, and you begin becoming the kind of love he never forgets.